Have you ever woken up with the best intentions only to have your entire day derailed by one little thing? A rude email, a traffic jam, or just feeling off for no reason? We've all been there, but what if I told you that staying positive isn't about ignoring those moments, but about finding the joy in the middle of them? Today, I'm sharing some unexpected, actionable tips that will help you stay positive no matter what life throws at you. If you're new, welcome. If you're a regular, welcome back to Aging with Grace and Style, where we celebrate the journey of growing older with confidence, grace, and a touch of sass. I'm Valerie Hatcher, and I'm excited for you to join our community of fabulous women as we navigate the joys and challenges of life after 50. So grab your favorite beverage. I've got mine. Sit back and let's get started. Okay, before you start thinking, this is going to be a basic, just smile and everything will be fine episode, let me tell you, I'm here to give you tips that are not typical. I want you to walk away from today with some fresh, actionable ideas to bring more positivity into your life, even when things feel overwhelming. Because let's be real, life can sometimes have its challenges, right? And that doesn't change just because we're 50 or older. Heck, sometimes it might add to the challenges. Maybe you're juggling health changes, family dynamics, or a shifting career landscape. I've been through a few of these myself. And I get how it feels to just want some calm amidst the storm. By staying positive, but staying positive, it doesn't have to be this big, unattainable thing. Today, I'm going to show you how it's possible to bring positivity into your life, even on the hard days. So let's get to it. So first off, let's ground this conversation with reality. Positivity isn't about being happy all the time. It's not about ignoring life's challenges or putting on a fake smile. It's about choosing how you respond to life's ups and downs. I think of positivity as a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. I remember a time recently when I was balancing work, family, and my side hustle. And there were days when it became a lot. I became overwhelmed and I just wanted to crawl under a blanket and just stay there. I wasn't feeling particularly positive those days, but I started to focus on small shifts, little things that I could do differently, and moments where I could choose joy, even if everything else felt overwhelming. That's how positivity works. It's about finding those moments, not expecting every day to be perfect. So let's start with something fun and doable. Nothing too heavy, I promise. So tip number one is micro adventures. Now you might be wondering, what on earth is a micro adventure, Valerie? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. Tiny, spontaneous moments of adventure that you can fit into your day. And before you think that you have to book a flight to have an adventure, hold on. I do this sometimes. When I feel like life is getting a little too routine, for example, a couple of weeks ago, I decided to take a completely new route home just to kind of shake things up a bit. I found this cute little coffee shop that I had never noticed before, and it ended up being the perfect place to unwind and reflect. It was a small change, but it brought something different to my day. And it also showed me a new route that I could take if traffic gets heavy. I know this might sound small, but the idea is to break up your routine and to inject a little novelty, even if it's just trying a different coffee spot or exploring a part of town. It's all about adding that sense of excitement, no matter how small. I tend to climb the walls when I'm doing the same thing, the same routine, day in and day out. I think that's one reason why COVID quarantine, it really wore on me. The next tip is near and dear to me. It's called, or I call it, the positivity partner system. I have a friend who I call my positivity partner. We often text each other something positive, maybe a small win, or just something that made us smile. Let me tell you, this works. I remember one day when everything seemed to be going wrong. My friend sent me a message reminding me of something good that I had done earlier in the week, and it completely shifted my perspective. Sometimes we just need that nudge from somebody who sees the good when we can't. So if you have someone in your life that you can do this with, then I highly recommend it. It creates a sense of accountability and it adds a bit of fun to your day. Tip number 3 is something that I swear by: positive priming. Now, let me explain. I'm a huge believer in the idea that your environment influences our mood. So I make sure that my surroundings are filled with things that lift me up. For example, I have a playlist that I call my Feel Good Get Hyped mix. And whenever I'm feeling a bit low, I put it on and like magic, it helps me refocus. Music always soothes my soul. And when I add a little dancing to it, girl, it makes everything better. I also keep photos of my loved ones and a few of my favorite motivational quotes scattered around my workplace. And I have motivational stickers on my work laptop. It's these little things that work as positive triggers. And they remind me to stay upbeat even when my to-do list feels like it's a mile long. I have a corner, if you have a corner of your house that needs a little sprucing up, then try filling it with things that make you smile. It makes a huge difference. Okay, and this one is super practical and something that I use all the time. It's called the 5-second reset. You know those moments when you feel frustration bubbling up and something just doesn't go your way. This is a simple tool to use in those times. I'll give you a real example. Just last week, I had one of those days. Everything seemed to go wrong. I was stuck in traffic, late for a meeting, and getting more and more irritated. But instead of letting that negativity take over, I used my 5-second reset. I took a deep breath and I thought that there could be a reason why I'm stuck in traffic. Maybe being stuck prevented me from being involved in an accident. Who knows? But it wasn't worth getting myself all worked up over. And I just took the meeting from the car. Heck, I was already sitting in traffic. So why not make the most of the time, right? That tiny moment of pause helped me to stop the spiral of frustration and to reset my mood. The idea is to stop yourself just long enough to focus on something positive in your surroundings, whether it's a sound, a sight, or a kind thought. Trust me, it works. Now, here's another one with a twist. It's a 1-minute gratitude walk. Now, I know we've all heard about gratitude lists, and you know, if you listen to me, I talk about gratitude journals all the time. But I sometimes like to take it a step further by adding movement. I'll give you an example from my own life. I have this little routine where I walk around my yard or inside my house in the morning. During that time, I spend the first minute thinking about what I'm grateful for. It could be as simple as the fact that I have a beautiful space to enjoy, or even just that I had a great cup of coffee that morning. Adding movement really amps up the effect. It gets me moving. It helps me to start the day thinking of something positive versus what's on my to-do list. And it's a quick way to boost my mood. You don't need a lot of time, just 1 minute. Try it. Now let's talk about journaling. My favorite topic. One day I think I'm going to create a journal, but in the meanwhile, here we go. I keep a standard gratitude journal as well as one where I just vent. And when I say vent, I let it all out, which can feel really good. But I realize that sometimes I want, or shall I say I need, to focus more on what I did each day that brought positivity into my life. For example, the other week I wrote down that I had taken time to help a stranger with something small. It wasn't a big deal, but the act of helping someone made me feel great. Focusing on the actions that I take, whether it's helping someone or even just treating myself kindly, has been helpful. I encourage you to try it. Instead of just writing down your thoughts, jot down positive actions that you've taken each day. It'll make you realize how much good you're actually putting out there. And lastly, this one I do every day. It's a positivity reframe. Once a week or whatever might work, I think about something that I did that didn't go as planned. It's really so easy to dwell on these moments, but now I try to reframe them. We're going to back up and redo this again. And lastly, this is one that I do every week. The positivity reframe. Once a week, I think about something that didn't go as planned. It's so easy to dwell on these moments, but now I try to reframe them. Let me give you an example. I'm not good at having to wait for others to provide me with information or maybe to review something that I submitted. In my 9 to 5, it's fast paced and decisions are made quickly for the most part. So I'm accustomed to working at that pace. Recently, I found myself in this situation where I was waiting to hear back from someone so that I can move forward, adjust, or pivot, or whatever it might be. When I say it's annoying the crap out of me, and if I'm being really honest, I've been frustrated because waiting is throwing off my self-imposed schedule. But then I realized the delay has given me extra time to refine my ideas, to get some other things done, and to get better organized for when I do start this project. That's what I mean by a reframe. The key is to find the silver lining in those tough moments and to shift your perspective. It's a great way to keep a positive outlook even when things don't go perfectly. All right, my friend, there you have it. 7 unique, actionable ways to bring more positivity into your life every day without all the fluff. Now, here's my challenge to you. This week, try one of these tips, whether it's going on a micro adventure or starting a positivity partner check-in, or even practicing that 5-second reset. See how it shifts your energy. Remember, positivity isn't about being perfect. It's about creating moments of joy, no matter how small. So, thank you so much for tuning in to Aging with Grace and Style. If you've loved today's episode, share it with a friend who could use a little positivity boost. And don't forget to like and subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Until next time, stay fabulous and remember, you've got this.